On a scale of 1 to 10, where's your attitude at right now? 1 being terrible, frowny cry face, like you're just binge watching Netflix and eating too much food because you're stress eating. I've been here. Or are you a 10 where you're just like, you know what, everything's gonna be fine, don't worry, it's okay, all of this stuff's crazy, it's gonna be okay. Or have you kind of been in the middle, you've been both, it's kind of been like a crazy seesaw of emotions. Ever been on a seesaw where there's like a fatter person on the other end that's controlling how far you go up and low you go down? Maybe that's been your emotions with all these circumstances that have been going on. This reminds me of a quote I heard someone smarter than me say, that life is 50% of what happens to you, your circumstances, and it's 50% of how you respond to those circumstances. So how are you responding to these circumstances? Are you worried? Are you fearful? Is it negative or is it positive for you? I think it's a crazy time right now, and I think we've all been on both sides of this scale. So how do you stay level? How do you still have joy? This sign reminds me of somebody who has joy no matter what, and peace no matter what. Who does a man cave sign remind me of? It reminds me of a guy in the Bible called Paul, because he was a man in a cave. I say cave because if I say Paul's in jail, you think of jail as today, but his jail cell was more like a dungeon, cave, dark, disgusting, and he wrote a letter to these people in Philippi called the book of Philippians with so much joy. In Philippians 1, verses 1 through 6, I'm going to read verses 3 through 4. This is Paul's words. I give thanks to my God for every remembrance of you, always praying with joy for all of you in my every prayer. He's praying with joy, and he has this attitude throughout the whole letter. So my question to you is, how do you have this? How do we have this same joy no matter what our circumstances are like? Guys, it's crazy right now. If I was honest, I've been on both sides of this scale, and I've had joy sometimes, but then I've also had fear. So I would just want to encourage you to choose joy today, not fear, by going to the devotions this morning, Philippians 1, 1 through 6. I think it's going to encourage you, and it's going to help you have joy instead of fear and worry. Praying for you guys. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow with these devotion videos.